found a comfy leather couch here in the Holiday Inn in Chico. Catching up with Ty Tessman before he and his family head back to Canada. Ty, how far is that drive from here?
It's about 20 hours.
Long time to sit in the car for just driving across the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It goes by fast if you sleep.
And just sleep the whole time and let Dad drive, yeah?
Yeah.
And the trip paid off, though. You ended up with the four-wheel drive national championship. Add to the 3 that you won last year, but you had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, it went really well. It's really good to have a win under the new car, so it's kind of boosts my confidence and getting to know the car better before the Worlds.
And that was the big story of the weekend, here with the brand new Hot Bodies prototype D413. No one really got to see under the body or anything, but it's got to be pretty exciting to come to a race like that with a brand new car. All the hype surrounding the fact that it's a prototype that no one's seen, and you dominated qualifying and then walked away in the first 2 mains.
Yeah, it went really well. We kind of were working on setup through qualifying, and I found something good, so we kept it for the mains. And just tried to run my clean lines, and everything worked out. But it's been really good. We've been working on it for kind of about 2 years now, so to finally get it going and on the track, it's been really good.
And you were here a couple of months ago for the World's warm-up race, but you were running 2 completely different cars then, so the same 2-wheel buggy, but you ran the associated 4-wheel. So was it tough transferring what you learned here with that car over to running something new?
A little bit. The track surface was a lot different. It was a lot smoother at the warm-up, so we kind of struggled with that. But we got something good at the end. But I ran the associated for the first part of the year, and just kind of waiting for our 4-wheel to be ready to race. So.
And we know that you ran the car a little bit, Hot Rod Hobbies, down in Southern California before coming up here. But other than that, you haven't really had much time with the car, have you?
No, we had a prototype just off the D4 original one for a while, but the D413 we've only run about, after Nitro Challenge we had a quick session, and then at the Hot Rod Shootout after that we just ran it, and then just kind of here's our first race with it.
So is it kind of nerve-wracking to show up to an event with a car that you haven't really run yet?
I don't know, it felt really good when we were testing, so I had a little bit of confidence in it there, but to come out and win, it's been really good for, I think, Hot Bodies and my confidence towards the Worlds.
You had the designer of the car here, Torrance de Guzman, all weekend. How important was it to have him, really the guy who knows the car better than anything, able to help you working on it and figuring out setup, and obviously he was taking notes the whole time.
Yeah, he's been kind of working with us, and if we had questions about what setup, what it would do and stuff, he'd always be there to help us, and just him designing the car helped it with geometry, figuring out stuff before, because we just threw something on and tried to run it in a qualifier, so it's a lot better than just guessing mainly, so it's just having him there helps a lot.
And we saw 2 of the 4 main classes this week, were not won by the top qualifier. You started up front in the 4-wheel mains, and you really were able to lead from the start tone uncontested. How tough is it to, keep your composure when you're kind of just playing defense the whole time?
It's really tough, especially on this track. Leading is really difficult, but I just tried to not crash. I think that's the biggest thing. And just drive my own lines, not get flustered with anybody, or if I made a bobble, just keep going, keep plugging away at it. Just kind of try to keep smooth.
You have a very deep background in nitro off-road racing, especially very successful in 8-scale. Do you think that really helps your driving in 4-wheel drive more than anything else?
Yeah, I think so. On the bigger track, other people were kind of worried about that, but I think the warm-up was a big track too, so I think that helps a lot.
You did TQ the first round of 2-wheel drive this weekend, and it looked like early on in the weekend that you may just do the same thing you did at the warm-up race and just sweep both classes and walk out of here tipping your hat saying, see ya. But you struggled a little bit as the weekend went on in 2-wheel. Is that just because everyone else was catching up, or because you were just more focused on the 4-wheel?
I'm not really sure. Just the first qualifier went really well, and then just kind of struggling with setup after that. But we're going to try to figure it out for the Worlds and hopefully have something for them.
Was the track changing a lot and the car just kind of got away from you, or is it just that everyone else was kind of catching up?
I don't know if the track, I think it was getting a little bit more rutted, but I don't think it changed a whole lot, so probably just everyone else started to get things figured out.
We've seen a lot of times at the last few Worlds, the North American drivers have been consistently strong. You guys obviously have more track time here now than the European and Asian drivers, and how much of a benefit do you think that's going to be going into the Worlds next month?
I think it's going to be a lot. The surface wasn't the same as the warm-up, but just getting to run on this dirt and the bigger track I think is going to benefit the U.S. guys a lot more. But I don't know, I guess.
What do you think personally about such a fast track with so many big jumps, and is that something that plays into your favor? And also, do you think that kind of track style is good for a big race like this?
I think so, yeah. It benefits me more because it's been running that short, bigger track. But it's more of a U.S. style track too, so it's going to benefit the U.S. guys, I think. But I think, yeah, it should be good for the Worlds.
And when you're running, obviously you ran the Kyosho RB6 this weekend. You've been running that this year. Do you get any sort of assistance from them, setup help or parts help, or are you just really on your own?
Well, we have a sponsorship or a hobby shop sponsorship for the car, but Joe's at the races to help us with if we need anything at the race. He helps with the setup sometimes, but it's a really good car, so we've just been kind of working with that all year.
And as always, you had your parents here helping you. You actually here with Daniel Adams from Proline as well. And we know that obviously with Hot Bodies, but just in general, it's really that you guys just kind of focus on doing your own thing. And it seems to be, really picking up speed. You've done very well at, the last year and a half, a couple of years worth of events. So is it kind of nice being the center of a really small focused team? Yeah, it's nice sometimes to have all the focus on me, but then it's also a benefit, I think, to have team members. So you can try stuff, and different qualifiers, people can try different things. But we've kind of just been doing our own thing because in the past we've tried other people's stuff and tried to go on what they go, and it just doesn't work out for us. So we found it just better to go on our own thing and do our own thing and do it our way. And this race was open tire. Everyone was left to run whatever they want. The World Championships is a control tire race, so everyone will be on the same tires. But I believe that Amy and Hobbies chose Prolines for the race. So does that give you any sort of advantage, having already run a couple of weekends on those tires? I think it does. I think most of the guys here were running that tire just to kind of get in the groove. But yeah, I just ran the whole time there. They work good, so it's just trying to get ready for the Worlds. And what do you think you learned specifically this weekend that you'll be able to carry over? Well, we learned a lot about our four-wheel drive, which is good, and some more about our two-wheel drive. But hopefully, the track will be more like the warm-up. It's a lot smoother and less edgy feeling. So, but we got a lot done with our four-wheel, which is the main thing. Is there anybody you want to say thank you to? Yeah, I'd like to thank my family for all their help and support, and all my sponsors, and most importantly, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, good. Congratulations, Ben. You had an awesome weekend, and looking forward to seeing what you can do against, on a world stage. Thanks. Looking forward to the Worlds.